CIA agent Maria Hill exposed a shape-shifting Skrull masquerading as her former colleague Nick Fury. After capturing and interrogating the Skrull agent, Maria gathered a group of Earth's heroes to warn of the imminent invasion and test their blood. However, she did not detect that Tony Stark A.K.A. Iron Man had been replaced by a Skrull, one working in conjunction with Tony Stark. As she typed powerfully on her keyboard, Maria received a call from Tony. "Maria, listen, I have something for you that is too sensitive even for secure channels. I wish I could say that wasn't suspicious. I know it is a bit of a Langley, but can you come by the brownstone tonight? Actually, it's not as bad as you think. Can I put you on hold for a second, Tony?" "Sure thing," Tony replied. She told Pete, "I will be out of the office for a bit, but I will check in within a few hours. Track her live." He agreed and assured her that he understood. She made sure Tony was still there and made her way out through the window with a parachute. Tony asked if she was skydiving, and she confirmed it. He told her he could have sent her a suit. "Us poor people in the CIA muddle by somehow," she said. He went to thank her, but she made it clear that she was just doing her job. She got to where Tony was and took off her parachute. Tony tried to help her out, but she refused, stating that she needed to do a blood test first before every meeting, as he should know. He gestured to her the way to walk so he could go after her, but she insisted he go first. "I'm gonna have a port implanted in my chest if we keep these blood tests up much longer." "Surprised you don't have one already. You could put it right below the arc reactor." "I've never kept an arc reactor in my chest before, just above the USB slot." After testing the blood, she set the syringe blade and confirmed that he is indeed human. She went on to ask him what he wanted to tell her, and just then he gave a signal to his guys and armored men surrounded them. She could not believe her eyes and made an attempt to escape. She managed to do so and pointed a pistol at his head, asking him to go on and talk, explaining why he had asked her to come. It started a few months back with Doreen Green and her friend, a refugee and Skrull named Gillian Blacksthor. He had told this girl that ever since he had gone to war with her people, he had learned one thing: never to trust a Skrull. However, having a good relationship with Gillian, he was able to see past his prejudice and realize that Skrulls are good people just like them. He told her that meeting and knowing her helped him understand her and how she had a lot to contribute to their world. He also informed her that he had given her a job. And when recent events made it very clear that having artificial intelligence autonomously running around in my suits was maybe not the best idea. He also let her know that he had allocated her a suit for dealing with low-level crime, and she was doing so well with it. He found that he could accomplish many tasks with her help, and he didn't have to leave Earth unaided. Still, pointing the gun at them, Gillian came out. "I am Gillian, and you should know that I am not an ordinary Skrull. I am a mutant. I can change more than others. I can get bigger. I don't care about that, and you have come close enough. Let's say I believe you just for the sake of argument. That still leaves a pretty obvious question. Tony Stark, are you insane?" She could not believe how he allowed them so much information and access to security and even cheated their blood test. He made her understand that all he was doing was to protect them because if they were caught, they would be killed. She didn't want to hear what he had to say. She gave him a resounding punch on his jaw, which sent him flying. While he landed on the ground, she pointed her pistol at him. If they moved, they would die. She injected the syringe and drew blood from Tony's bruised mouth. After finishing taking the blood, she set the syringe ablaze to confirm, and confirmed it was indeed Tony. "But now that you know it is me, you hear what I'm saying, don't you? I agree with you, Maria. If there is a secret invasion on Earth, we have to stop it, but our first enemy is not Skrulls. It is not their military, leadership, or whatever rogue elements that are attacking us." He asked her to trust him, and just as he continued talking, trying to convince her to see reasons with him, she fired the gun.